So in example 2, this situation says a local rec center offers a yearly membership and charges an additional fee for exercise classes. So right then and there, we should be able to determine that my yearly membership, that's my one-time fee. So that is my B value. That's my B value, okay? And they charge an additional fee for exercise classes. This is going to be a reoccurring charge, which represents my M value or my slope. Okay? So just being able to identify what those are going to represent in my equation, that's important to start. All right? Now, it tells us if we sign up for 4 classes, my total cost is $285. If I do 10 classes, my total cost will be $315. Well, I don't have a slope here. I don't know how much the yearly membership is. I don't know how much the charge per exercise class is. I'm given 2 specific points. Okay? I'm given if you do 4 classes, your total is going to be $285. Well, that represents a coordinate. If I plug in 4 classes, I'm going to be charged a total of $285. I'm also given that if I do 10 classes, my total cost is $315. That's another point. If I plug in 10 classes, I will be charged $315. Well, if we've got these 2 points here, we can calculate the slope. All right, this is like one of those problems where we had to write the equation line through 2 points. First thing we need the slope. All right, so label these x1, y1, x2, y2. So my slope is going to be 315 minus 285 all over 10 minus 4. So 315 minus 285, that's going to give me 30. 10 minus 4 is 6. So M equals 5. My slope is 5. But what did the slope represent? The slope is my reoccurring rate of change. In this problem, it represents the fee per exercise class. So what does the slope mean? Each exercise class costs $5. Okay? So now that we've got the slope and we have 2 points, we can write an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? So in y equals mx plus b, we need to take one of the points and we need to take the slope. We can plug in those values and solve for our b value. I'm going to use this first point. Again, it does not matter which one you choose. You're going to get the same answer. So what am I plugging in for y? I plug in 285. What do I plug in for my slope? I plug in 5. What do I plug in for my x value? I plug in 4. What do I plug in for b? I don't know. That's what we're trying to solve for. So if I solve this, I get 285 equals 20 plus b. Subtract 20 from both sides, so b is going to equal 265. So the general equation of the line is that my total cost represents my $5 per exercise class, so 5x, plus 265. There's the equation of the line. If you wanted to write it in different variables, maybe that represented this situation better, we could do the total cost is $5 per class. Oh, can't use 2 C's. Per exercise class plus 265, where C represents the total cost and E represents the number of exercise classes. Okay, either one works. And just to show you that it doesn't matter which point you use, if I use the other point, plug in 315 for y, plug in 5 for m, plug in 10 for x, don't know my b value, you'll see that my b value is the same. Okay, that's a way that we can check our answer just to make sure we're right. But our b value is the same, so the equation of the line with this point would be the same exact equation. All right? So now that we've got our equation, we know what the 5 represents. The 5 represents the charge per exercise class. But what does the 265 represent? All right, well, if I don't take any exercise classes, so if I plug in 0 for x, I'm still getting charged $265. So that's going to represent the yearly membership costs. In order to just be a member at this rec center, my yearly charge is $265. On top of that, I pay $5 per exercise class, okay? So like in part E, if Tom spent $500, how many classes did he take? All right, so $500, this is his total cost. So this is what I plug in for Y. Y equals 500, and I'm trying to solve for X. I'm trying to solve for X, which represents the number of exercise classes. All right, so now I just need to solve this. So I subtract 265 from both sides. 500 minus 265 is going to give me 235 equals 5x. Divide by 5, x equals 47. So Tom took 47 exercise classes. Okay, so that's how we can use the equation of the line to find additional information. Okay? Reference example 2, this one that we just did, where we had to pull 2 coordinates, 2 points from the word problem to find the slope, and then use that slope in one of the points to write the equation of the line. All right, try out this practice problem. Pause the video and try it out. All right, there's your answer for the practice problem. Your 2 coordinates, what the slope represents, what the equation of the line represents, or what the equation of the line is, and how to use that equation of the line. All right, so there's another type of application problem where we got to pull the coordinates from the word problem and then go from there. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you tune into the next video for the last type of application problem.